Welcome to part 7 of the OpenAlgo Python SDK tutorial series. This video covers portfolio and order management, 10 powerful functions that let you manage your entire trading workflow. We will cover basket orders for placing multiple trades at once, split orders for breaking large quantities into smaller chunks, modifying and canceling pending orders, squaring off positions, and viewing your complete portfolio through the order book, trade book, position book, and holdings. Let us dive in. The basket order function lets you place multiple orders in a single API call. Define a list of order dictionaries, each with the symbol, exchange, action, quantity, price type, and product. Call client.basketOrder, passing the orders list. The response returns individual status and order IDs for each symbol. Here we buy Bhel and sell Zomato simultaneously. This is useful for pair trades, sector rotations, or hedged positions. Visually, one basket order call fans out into multiple independent orders at the broker. Each order in the basket is processed separately, so if one fails, the others still execute. The response gives you per order status, letting you handle partial fills or rejections individually. Think of it as a broadcast, one command, many actions. Split order breaks a large quantity into smaller chunks, iceberg style. Pass the total quantity and the split size. OpenAlgo automatically divides the order. Here we sell 105 shares of Yes Bank with a split size of 20. That creates 5 orders of 20 and one final order of 5. This avoids market impact on large orders and helps with exchange quantity limits. The iceberg metaphor is apt. Only a small portion of your total order is visible to the market at any time. Each chunk executes independently. The split order function calculates the number of full-size chunks plus one remainder order automatically. Total quantity divided by split size equals the number of orders. No manual math needed. To change an existing order, use client.modifyOrder. Pass the original order ID, your strategy name, the symbol, action, exchange, and the new parameters you want to change. Here we modify a Yes Bank limit order, changing the price to 16.5 rupees. You can modify price, quantity, or price type. Only pending orders can be modified. Once an order is completed or cancelled, modification is not possible. Every order follows a life cycle. It starts placed and enters the open state. From open, 3 paths are possible. You can modify the order to change its price or quantity, and it stays open. You can cancel it, and it moves to the cancel state. Or the market fills it, and it moves to completed. Rejected orders happen when the broker declines the order due to margin, price limits, or other reasons. Understanding this flow is essential for managing pending orders in your strategies. Cancel a single order with client.cancelOrder, passing the order ID and strategy. Cancel all pending orders at once with client.cancelOrderer, passing just the strategy name. The cancel all response tells you how many orders were cancelled and lists their IDs. It also reports any failed cancellations. Use cancel all for end-of-day cleanup or emergency exits from all pending positions. Close position squares off all open positions for a strategy in one call. It sends offsetting orders for every active position across all exchanges. Open position checks the current quantity for a specific symbol. Pass the strategy name, symbol, exchange, and product type. A positive quantity means you are long, and negative quantity means you are short. Use open position to verify your exposure before placing new trades. Your portfolio data comes from 4 views. The order book shows all orders with statistics like total buy orders, sell orders, completed, open, and rejected counts. The trade book shows executed trades with average prices and trade values. The position book shows live positions with current LTP and real-time profit and loss. And holding shows your long-term CNC investments with overall portfolio P and L percentage. Each view serves a different purpose in monitoring your trading activity. Call client.orderbook with no parameters. The response includes an orders array with details like action, symbol, order status, price, and timestamp. It also includes a statistics dictionary with totals for buy, sell, completed, open, and rejected orders. The trade book, client.tradebook, returns executed trades with average price, quantity, and trade value. Use the order book for audit trails and the trade book for cost analysis. Position book shows live positions with real-time P and L. Each entry includes symbol, exchange, product, quantity, average price, LTP, and P&L. Holding shows your long-term CNC portfolio with individual and total P&L percentages. The statistics include total holding value, investment value, and overall profit and loss. Use position book for intraday monitoring and holdings for investment tracking. Here is the complete Part 7 API map. Order placement with basket order and split order. Order management with modify order, cancel order, and cancel all order. Position control with open position and close position. And portfolio views with order book, trade book, position book, and holdings. These 10 functions give you full control over the trading lifecycle from entry to exit. with complete visibility into your portfolio. That wraps up part 7 of the OpenAlgo Python SDK tutorial series. You now have mastery over portfolio and order management, basket orders, split orders, modify, cancel, close positions, and all 4 portfolio views. Check out docs.openalgo.in for the full API reference. The complete example code is on the OpenAlgo GitHub. Part 1 covers SDK setup. Part 2 covers smart orders. Part 3 covers options. Part 4 covers WebSocket. Part 5 covers technical indicators. Part 6 covers real-time SL and target. And this was Part 7, portfolio and order management. Like, subscribe, and tell us what you want in Part 8. Happy trading!